As we've done the last couple of days on this channel, we've been taking a look at the New York Rangers prospects and kind of giving you guys an update / report on how they've been doing so far this season as of late. So this time we're going to take a look at the 3 CHL Rangers prospects that are currently playing there. 2 in the OHL, Bryce McConnell-Barker and Roobroeck, as well as 1 in the QMJHL, Maxim Barbashev. So let's take a look at those guys and kind of see how they've been doing. Starting off here, taking a look here at the massive 6'7" forward prospect, Roobroeck of the Oshawa Generals. So far this season, his team is in 4th place in the Eastern Conference in the OHL with 39 games played, 44 points. Not too bad at all. I mean, right behind them is Mississauga Steelheads, a pretty solid team there, 40 games played, 44 points. So obviously the Gens have a game in hand there. And then right above them is the North Bay Battalion with 40 games played, 46 points. So not doing too bad at all in 4th place right now. They can definitely catch up to the teams above them as well. So hopefully they can have a strong finish to the season. But right now, they're on a 5-game win streak. They're 7-3 in their last 10. They're looking pretty good. They started to heat up as of late, which is definitely a good thing to see. Taking a look, though, at Dylan, he's 6'7", 205 pounds. He's more of a winger than a center, but has had experience doing both, which is pretty good to see. He turns 20 late July. Former 6th-round pick back in the 2023 draft, but he was, a 1-year overager. His original draft year should have been 2022, but when undrafted there, Rangers pick him up late in this past draft in the summer, and so far, he's looking like a decent 6th-round pick. I mean, for that size, he definitely can't teach 6'7" height. He just can't do that. So having a guy like that with his skating ability, his hands, his overall offensive talent, I think it's a pretty good thing to see. I mean, he definitely has some aspects of kind of an Adam Edstrom's game. I mean, I think Dylan might be a bit better of a skater, honestly, but honestly, they're pretty similar games. I mean, they're both massive 6'7", 6'8" guys who have a lot of offensive talent. So we'll see how they develop. But taking a look here at Dylan, so far this season, he has 39 games played with Oshawa, 13 goals, 24 assists, 37 points. He's a +7. He's playing some pretty good hockey, honestly. I mean, he's a tough guy as well. He can definitely hit. He play physical, obviously, as well. So he's a good overall player. I mean, obviously, there's some things to work on defensively in his overall game, but I think he definitely has a chance to be a potentially decent kind of bottom 6 guy. I don't think he necessarily has the upside of being a top kind of 6 guy at the NHL level, but you never know. Maybe he can be a decent 4th or 3rd liner one day in the NHL. Taking a look at Bryce McConnell-Barker, so far his team is in 3rd place in the Western Conference in the OHL with 41 games played, 55 points, behind the Kitchener Rangers and London Knights, as well as just ahead of the Saginaw Spirit, who have 39 games played, 53 points. So they do have a couple games in hand there, so they definitely could catch them. But either way, the Sioux Greyhounds are going to be a very solid team. They're definitely going to make the playoffs, but we'll see how far they can go. They definitely have a chance to go far, but I mean, Kitchener, London, they are some pretty stacked teams, so it will be tough to go on too much of a run. But we'll see what happens anyways. Carrying on, though, taking a look at what Bryce has done so far this season, he's actually got some pretty good stats. He has caught up to a point per game, which is definitely a good sign. Had a bit of a decent start to the season, kind of slowed down for a bit there. But now, 30 games played, 12 goals, 18 assists, 30 points. He's having a good year. He's had a point per game. And this is a guy who is more known as the defensive center. He's a two-way guy, can kill penalties. He's a good leader as well. He's been a captain for them as well. So he's a good overall kind of two-way center, and he is more known for his defensive game. But so far this season and last year really showed his offensive game, and being at a point per game is not too bad at all. 12 goals, 18 assists is pretty solid. And taking a look here at what he's done in his last 5 games played, he has 7 points, and in his last 10 games played has 12. So as of late, he has kind of heated up a bit, which is definitely a good sign. He definitely can be an over a point per game guy. As you see, last year he had 68 games played, 77 points, 30 goals, 47 assists. So if he keeps up this play, I'm sure he'll definitely be over a point per game by the end of the season. Taking a look, though, he is a pretty solid prospect. I mean, he's 19 years old, turning 20 in June, 6'2", 194, left-handed shot, 3rd-round pick back in the 2022 draft. That was the year that we took Adam Sikora in the 2nd round, and he's looking like a pretty solid 3rd-rounder. I mean, this is a guy who definitely has a chance to, I think, be a middle 6 center, maybe at worst, like a 4th liner, who's really good defensively. So he's got a lot of talent. He's really good defensively. He's got a good overall game. I think that's the one thing about him is he's not just some, really skilled offensive guy. He's an overall really good center and definitely has a chance to one day be a very good two-way center at the NHL level, killing penalties and just being an all-around great player. And taking a look here at the last prospect, we have Maxim Barbashev in the QMJHL playing for the Rimouski Oceanic, which is Alexis Lafreniere's former junior team as well when he played junior in the QMJHL. That's the team he played for, so that's pretty cool there. We have a prospect on the same team there. And they're right now in 4th place with 43 games played, 47 points. Right behind them is the Cape Breton Eagles with 42 games played, 46 points. They got a game in hand, only 1 point back. So they definitely could fall back a bit, but they're definitely not going to jump ahead as the teams above them are just killing it this year. I mean, the Moncton Wildcats, 39 games played, 56 points. The team above them, Halifax, they got 43 games played, 58 points. And Baie-Comeau was just unreal this year, 70 points in 42 games played. So they're not going to go up anymore, but they definitely could finish around mid-pack in the Eastern Conference. 4th, 5th, 6th place is probably where they're going to be. And taking a look here at what Maxim has done so far this season, he has with the Shawinigan Cataracts, 15 games played, 2 goals, 7 assists, 9 points. Didn't have the best start to the season there, but then got moved over to the Rimouski Oceanic, where so far this season he has 19 games played, 6 goals, 6 assists for 12 points. He's a +4. He's having a much better season there, so that's definitely a good sign. Overall, he's not having the best season. I mean, last year was just under a point per game with the Moncton Wildcats having 67 games played, 65 points. But then this year, obviously, not going to finish really anywhere near a point per game, it seems like. So a little unfortunate there. He's kind of regressed a bit. But I think at the NHL level, if he ever makes it, if he does, he's going to be kind of a 4th line, kind of tough, gritty kind of guy. He can scrap a bit, play a good forecheck and roll, be a checker kind of guy. I don't think he's going to be much of an offensive kind of talent if he does make the NHL. I mean, he's got a bit of offensive talent, but let's be real here. There's no kind of dynamic offensive threat. He's kind of more of a kind of tough, physical, kind of ratty guy out there. He's going to hit, going to scrap a bit, play good overall, kind of tough game. So we'll see what happens there with his development. But overall, I don't think he's ever going to be a top 6 or even 3rd line kind of guy at the NHL level if he does make it. But he's still a solid prospect to have. I mean, he's 20 years old, so he's an overager. He's a winger, 6'1", 183 pounds, but does play a bit bigger than that, and was a former 5th-round pick back in the 2022 NHL Draft. Anyways, so guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please smash the like button. Don't forget to comment down below your guys' thoughts on this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.